And now the Hansons on Hiatus podcast with Nate and Alexis.
Happy Friday, fuckers. It is episode 154 of the Hansons on Hiatus podcast. I'm your host, Nate. This is my wife, Alexis.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
And don't forget to support the podcast. buymeacoffee.com/Hansons on Hiatus. You can buy us some virtual beers.
And we will happily sip them.
I will chug them, though. And you can also go to hansonsonhiatus.com. We got the links to the podcast. We got the merch shop up there, which, what's the next holiday? St. Patty's Day?
Yes.
You just
St.
missed
Patrick's
Valentine's Day. Hope
Yep.
somebody got something.
Lots of good St.
for a
Patrick's Day
gift.
stuff
Yeah.
up there.
Yep, there you go.
Your famous Cheers Fuckers shirt is on there with
Oh,
the
that's
St.
right.
Patrick's Day thing. Everybody wanted that last year,
Yeah.
so it's back up again.
We got the Chug Dealer up there.
New Chug Dealer.
We have lots of stuff, K-Monito stuff. So
Yes.
yeah. You can also become a monthly Fucky supporter. You can be a little Fucky for $1 a month. You can be a medium Fucky for $5 a month. Or you can be a big old Fucky for $10 a month.
And we love all our Fuckies, paid and free.
We sure do. And I want to thank some of our paid Fuckies. I want to thank Adam King, Doug T, Justin H, Jose, Sydney, Luis, Manny, Spandex Thor, Brian P, Antonio, Chrissy, Christina, Stephanie, Kimberly, Thomas, Nikki D, Melissa, Eric, Lindsay, Jasmine, Jorge, Stephanie, Andrea, Brittany, Jackson, and Jared. Thank you so much.
Woo, thank you so much. We appreciate all you guys.
We sure do. And as usual, like, follow, share, subscribe, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, iTunes, YouTube Music at Hansons on Hiatus.
We be there.
We be everywhere. All right,
Trying.
we got some comments from last episode, and yeah, go ahead and read them.
Let's see here. Oh, there's from our girl Vanessa. Looking forward to seeing who was right with their Super Bowl guesses.
Yes, and yeah, she asked that like right before we had right after we had recorded last week's episode.
Yes.
So I'm gonna read the next comment. It is y'all predicted Kenny G, LOL, and that's from S Purdue 1986.
Oh, I thought it said Super Dude.
That's why I read it, because I didn't tell you before.
I was like, Super.
So I went back and listened to see what our guesses were, because last episode we didn't, and I couldn't remember who we guessed. I didn't think we got any right.
I don't remember.
We got a few right, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay.
Wow, okay.
So you guessed Shakira,
Mm-hmm.
J-Lo,
Yep.
Christina Aguilera.
Mhm.
Those are all wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Carol G.
Yes.
So she was not a surprise singing guest, but she was on the casita.
Yes.
And so you got that one right.
I love her. She's gorgeous.
Sorry, I got a little bit of a tickle in my throat here.
Tickle. There's
And
allergies.
so when you said Carol G, I said Kenny G, and then I said all the G's. And so I guessed Kenny G, which was out of left field, and Kenny G actually did, well, I guess it wasn't the halftime show, but he sang the national anthem with Charlie Puth.
He was on the field, so I mean that he was there, so you got that right. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
And then you said Britney Spears, which was not correct, but
she can't be there.
we got Carol G and Kenny G. And then I guessed Cardi B, which she was there.
She was in the little casita.
Yeah, she was on the casita as well. Grupo Frontera, which was not there. Ricky Martin.
Oh, you did say Ricky Martin.
I did.
Oh my gosh.
So I got him right.
Ricky.
And I said Rosie Perez, which was not right. And I said Daddy Yankee, which he was not there.
He wasn't
But I don't
there.
know if you caught about 10 seconds right before. I can't remember which song it was, but it was when he was on the truck. They started playing. Okay, we're back. Shoot, I don't know if you guys saw that, but our power just went out for 2 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever.
That's like the second or third time today. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they must be working on
Welcome
something.
to Mexico.
Yeah, right. But anyway, I was saying when Bad Bunny was on top of the truck,
Oh, yeah.
they played like 10 seconds of Gasolina.
Yes. Oh, gasolina.
Which is another, that's like a millennial song,
Oh, yeah.
which is another fact or lays a little bit into the idea that you can just enjoy music and have a good time. Like everybody danced to Gasolina. I don't know any of the other fucking words. Like point in case, we're just sitting here going, Gasolina.
I'm learning Spanish and I still don't even know what they say.
But everybody fucking danced to it in the club.
I love that. I saw the TikToks and like all the millennials getting like the stank face, like
Yeah. So that was Bad Bunny paying a little homage to Daddy Yankee, because he walked so Bad Bunny could run.
Right? What a name, Daddy Yankee.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Quality.
Puerto Rican, obviously.
Yes, of course.
Okay. So we got some right. We got Ricky Martin, kind of Daddy Yankee, Cardi B, Kenny G, and Carol G. So
Do we
did
get
pretty
a
good.
prize?
We
or
sure do.
something? I mean, What do I get?
Yeah, you get some
wine.
water.
Oh, I was like, wine.
Turn water into wine.
There you
go. All right, go. Continue with that. I think we got 2 more comments.
Oh, sorry. Oh, jeez. That was too funny. Okay, next one. Love the random moments from Mexico with pics and videos on Spotify, and that is from Doug.
Thank you, Doug. Yeah,
Thanks,
the little clip that we normally do, I've started to try to put them in the the full episode that you're probably watching here on Spotify. So I'm going to keep trying to do that. Sometimes it's weird because the videos I usually take are with my phone that's vertical, and then so it's hard to fit them in the horizontal Spotify video, but I'm doing my best.
Can't they just make social media and like all these apps do that? Like it should just automatically turn it and like figure it out.
Yeah, it should. Come on.
Everything else. Okay, next one. Sorry. It's from our girl Vanessa again. Halftime with Bad Bunny was a badass, colorful dance party with meaning. So well done. Agreed.
Yes,
Agreed,
was.
Vanessa.
It was a dance party. It was fun.
I'm still dancing to Bad Bunny.
I think a majority of people agreed.
Yeah.
You know, like I said last episode, like a lot of people reached out to me and was like, you know, I normally don't like the halftime shows, but this was really fun.
Same.
You know,
a couple of people
on.
that I did not expect reached out to me and were like, Nate did a great job. I really enjoyed it. I'm like, well, you know, you were a smaller part than the whole thing, but good job.
I know, it's funny. I'm part of it. You know, like the halftime show wins like Grammy or some kind of awards every year
I'm sure.
for the production, and I'm like, do I get a trophy? No. Like, can I apply? You know, because like if a show wins it, or wins some kind of award, I think the other people that worked on the show can apply and get a trophy or something.
I think your trophy is being there and getting to see Bad Bunny because no one else in the United States he's not touring there, so no one else is gonna get to see Bad Bunny in concert.
True.
You know, so you saw him front row.
Yeah, I sure did.
That's your award.
Okay, well, this episode, like last episode, we just talked about the halftime show, basically. This one, we're going to talk about my California trip. Yeah. So, this is like kind of fun because you weren't here. Yes. Normally, our stories, like, we're together, you know, so you know what happened.
You say something, and I'm like, oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. So my California trip, so I flew to LA. I can't remember if we talked about this or not. So I flew to LA because I got a super good deal on Delta, direct flight, like $80, and then like a couple thousand like points, like 5,000 points.
You got it so early, like
months ahead of time.
Months, like maybe 8 months. I don't know.
Yeah, so I had a direct flight from Cancun to LA, and then I was renting a car and driving up to like San Jose, Santa Clara area. Yeah. So when I flew into LA, I got in at like 10 p.m., which was kind of cool actually flying from Cancun to LA because I flew like basically going back and forth across the U.S. border, so I could see all the borders like cities and stuff. Oh, wow. Like Juarez and El Paso and you know all the different like border. What was the other one? Laredo. Oh, yeah. So yeah, it was kind of interesting to see the cities split, you know, between countries and stuff, and you can see one side and the other. Very cool. But yeah, so I get there and I don't land until like 9:30. And my buddy Prince, who was he was the producer on the Buckethead show when I started in Orlando. He was kind of like one of my mentors. Like I was an intern for him, and then when he moved, I was trying to take his spot, you know, or like you know get it after he moved to California.
Oh, yeah. Like Jason's old show in Orlando. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so I still keep in touch with him. I keep in touch with all the old people.
You do.
So he was kind enough to let me stay at his house and pick me up from the airport because the Uber to like where I was picking my car up, I was getting my car the next day because it was too late to like pick it up. I got one of those Turo cars, you know? Yeah, so like Turo is like Airbnb for cars. And I think I talked about it in another episode how it kept on getting canceled or whatever. Yeah. So when Prince picks me up, he's like, I'm fucking starving. Let's get some food. And I was like, yes. Drives into the old In-N-Out. And I was like, yes. It was like the best welcome to California. It's so good.
And what a great guy. Thank you so much, Prince and his wife. They're both great people putting you up and coming to pick you up, you know, late at night and drive you
stay
around.
with them and everything.
That's so great.
But it was funny. So the In-N-Out was right next to where I could pick my car up. And the car was at like, not an auto body shop or something. So I think the guy that had the car probably like gets old junkers and fixes them up and then just rents them out or whatever. Smart. So it was, so we kind of drove by to make sure we knew where to go and everything. It was like 7 minutes from his house. And as we're driving by to go to In-N-Out, which is like right next door to it, the car pulls in, like the one that I rented. Oh my God. I was like, what are the chances? 11:30 at night. There's and I see the car. He was dropping it off for the next day.
That is so funny. Oh
yeah. So yeah, that was super crazy that we just saw the car there. So anyway, wake up the next day, get the car, and then start driving up. And everybody gave me advice on which way to go.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you should go this way. Don't go this way because you're going to do this or whatever.
Gosh.
But I didn't really care how long it took because, like I said, the Pacific Coast Highway, Highway 1, had just opened after being closed for 3 years.
So
And that's where you
amazing.
drive up along the coast. And, man, it was beautiful.
Just your pictures and videos.
Yeah. Yeah. So I
Unbelievable.
I went over to Santa Monica and started there. So I went to Santa Monica. What else did I? El Matador, Morro Bay. And I saw that's where I saw the otters. Like
They're so
just
cute.
fucking wild otters or whatever. Bixby Bridge, Monterey, Carmel, like all those little cities. But it was really cool. So like one of my friends is like, it's a knuckle, what's it called? White knuckle or whatever, because it's so
Is it?
like
on the edge.
you're like driving on the fucking side of a
Oh.
cliff basically.
Well,
And
you've driven in Greece and
oh
different
yeah, no,
places like that.
I was like, they told me not to do it. And I was like,
Oh.
no, it was great. Like, and I was by myself, so I didn't have other people in the car distracting me or anything like that. So I don't know, maybe it was a little better because of that. But it was interesting. There's a sign, and there's nowhere to pass anybody, because it's 2-lane
yeah.
road, and you're hugging the side of a cliff and going back and forth and everything like that. And there's a sign that says if there's 5 or more cars behind you, you got to pull over. And they have like little pull over spots every now and then.
Oh, that's smart. 'Cause
So
they're
sorry.
Like, get out of the way. Get out of the way while we're on this tiny 2-lane road.
Yeah. So I'm cruising up the Pacific Coast Highway that had just opened, and it was so beautiful. Like just the colors of the ocean and the sky, and being like on the cliffs and everything. And it's getting like a little bit later in the day, and I need a place to, like, I want to watch the sunset over the ocean, and
course.
it's like such a gorgeous area. So I choose Pfeiffer Beach, which is a really pretty beach. You'll have to look it up, but yeah, it's just amazing. And the sun sets in like 5 minutes. So I'm like, fuck, I got to get to this place.
no.
So where it is I got to pull over like off of the main highway to this like dirt road basically.
Oh, God.
So I'm flying down this dirt road, just going back and forth and trying to get there in time. So I get down because I'm going downhill, and I get down to like ground level, and there's like a national park like little stand.
Kinda? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so I pull up there, and I'm like, what the fuck? And she goes, yeah, that'll be $15, and the park closes at sunset. And here's the sun setting in like 4 minutes.
Oh.
And so I'm like,
Ma'am?
yeah. So I was like, oh, really? And so I was like, yeah, I guess I'll just come back tomorrow. Even though I wasn't coming back tomorrow, I was like, I guess I'll just get out of there. I'm not paying $15 for fucking 4 minutes to see the sunset or whatever.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah. So I'm sitting there and I go, you know what? Is there any way I could just go watch the sunset and leave? And she goes, yeah, you can. It's going to be $15.
Oh,
That's the best time to come.
Okay,
It's
good.
really cool. That's my favorite time.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
So I just turn around right
Just make it and
Okay.
take you back up.
Or is there any way I could just watch sunset and then come right back out?
Go like $15.
$15. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Never hire me to be a hostage negotiator
Wow.
because I did not have it.
she's like, yeah, $15. Oh, my God. What a spicy lady.
Yeah, it's like fuck. But I ended up.
I bet she has
Excuse me.
everybody always saying that to her. She's
Yeah.
like, yeah, $15.
Yeah, but I mean, it was like in 5 minutes, and if the park is closing, like, just let me go in and see the sunset.
Nope.
Like, come on, yeah. So I was like,
Yeah.
come on, what the fuck,
Them's the rules.
Yeah. But I ended up going back up out of the road, and even though like the sunset said it was starting at, in that 4 minutes, that's like when it starts. So it still took another 10 minutes
Oh,
for it to
yeah.
actually set. So I got up on the side of the road by this bridge, like what's it called? Bixby Bridge or something like that.
Yeah.
And pulled over, and it was just all these purples and blues, and it was just super gorgeous. So I did see the sunset. Not where I wanted to, but it worked out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but some things about California. The California grocery stores are awesome because it has all the Mexican stuff that we have here.
Oh, yeah.
But then the American stuff that we miss, so it's like a little
Ooh.
bit of both,
Little
like
bit of both.
yeah, so it's really nice. And it was funny. I went to this one grocery store. It wasn't like and what did they have out there? Safeway? I think it was Safeway.
Oh.
But I went to this one little Mexican grocery store, and I go in there because I had to get some media crema for I was making peanut butter tequila for everybody that I was
Oh,
staying
my
with.
God.
Yeah, they wanted
Of
wanted
course.
me to make it.
I was
yeah.
like, what are you making?
So I go in there and I speak completely in Spanish to the girl at the cash register, and she's not saying a word to me. I'm saying this, going back. I can't remember what I was talking about with her. Doesn't say a word to me. And at the end, she goes, yeah, I don't speak Spanish.
Oh.
And I was like, motherfucker. I was like,
Oh.
I was in here all ready to practice my Spanish at this, like
Yes.
in this Mexican girl. I was like, how's she a cashier at the grocery store? But I guess she
mean,
did my whole thing without even talking, speaking to me. So I guess she doesn't
Yeah.
need to.
She's like, I don't need you. I don't
yeah.
need to talk to you.
Yeah. So,
That's so funny.
another thing I found was interesting is when I was driving through the neighborhoods, everybody had like a pile of leaves at the end of their driveway, like leaves and sticks and branches and stuff.
Like yard
yeah,
waste
like yard
kind of
waste.
stuff.
And so I asked my friend Laura that I was staying with, I was like, what's the deal with this? And they're like, oh, that's like they come to pick up like the clippings and everything, but we don't want to waste a bunch of plastic bags. So instead of using plastic bags to like bag up your yard waste, they're like, yeah, just put it at the end of your driveway, and they come scoop it up with like some machine or something.
California is like centuries ahead of us.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah, for
gosh,
sure.
So smart.
One of the things I did while I was there, so the first 3 days, I basically, since I was on the audio team this year, I had the first 3 days free, basically. Yeah, so I'm like, I'm going to go and do my little excursions that I had planned, if I was going to be on the field team, I'm going to do those now. So I drove up to Russian River Brewery, which if you're a beer connoisseur, this is like a famous brewery in Santa Rosa, California. So it was like an hour and a half north of San Jose.
Oh yeah,
And,
I went there.
Oh
right?
yeah, we went there, and
Big flight.
Yep. And I got the big flight with like 21 beers on it or whatever, and that's where if you saw my beer chug, I did the Pliny the Elder.
Yes.
So that's like a famous IPA, one of the first like iconic IPA, double IPAs. It's just really well known for being super smooth and just they started brewing it in like 1999. It's like the first commercial like really good double IPA. Or
It
something.
is delicious. I will agree.
Yeah. So so 21 beers or like a flight. I'm like feeling a little good, so I'm not going to drive back yet.
Feeling real good, I bet.
So I'm like, I'm going to go to the Charles Schulz Museum that we talked about.
Jealous.
Yeah, because he's the creator of the Peanuts,
Of
right?
the Peanuts, yeah. And I guess when we went, it was around COVID times, like
Yeah.
2020, maybe early 2021. So it wasn't open. Or
We didn't even
something.
know it existed.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
we just went to the library that was down the street that had
Oh,
some
that's
Peanuts
right.
things out there.
That's right.
And we're like, oh, that's weird. Why are these here?
cute.
And then we looked up and we're like, oh, I think he was born in Minnesota,
Yeah.
but then he lived his life and passed away in Santa Rosa. So they had some things at the library. Then when I was looking for shit to do for this trip, I was like, oh shit, they have a whole fucking museum for him here.
Wow.
Yeah, so I went in there a little tipsy as well, and I'm like talking to the front ladies. I'm like, how you ladies doing? I'm here by myself to
Oh
do
my
the
God.
Snoopy Museum.
My
But
wife loves Snoopy. I promise I have a wife.
yeah, but it was really cool. It showed like there was all these little
Like comic strips.
yeah, it's
or...
like drawing, like hand drawings and like sketches and stuff. And there was
love it.
different. There was a movie that told it, and I went into this movie theater, and there's like one dude in there. I'm like, great, I got the one fucking creeper jerking off to the Snoopy movie. Yeah, but yeah, just saw all these different things. They have not a recreation, like they took his
Like studio.
yeah, studio, I
Artist
guess his
studio.
office studio kind of thing out of
Yeah.
his house and rebuilt it in the museum, so you can see
Wow.
exactly where he drew and like
So
they
cool.
have things for his inspiration and everything. And so I'm getting ready to leave, and I see across the street there's a sign for what was it called? The Snoopy's home ice skating rink.
Oh.
Because Snoopy's always fucking ice skating for some
He
reason.
is, yeah. The Peanuts, all of them.
He's from Minnesota, so that maybe that plays into the ice skating. Oh, and he also played hockey, I think, when he was younger. And in the museum, they had this like little display where there's that one episode where Snoopy is like a motocross guy or
Yeah.
something, and it was like him and his son used to do motocross and everything.
Aw.
So
So maybe he's Snoopy. Charles Schultz is Snoopy.
Yeah. So I go in the ice skating rink, and it's a real fucking ice skating rink. Like it
Crazy.
looks like a Bavarian, like kind of a thing from Helen, Georgia. Like on the
Yeah.
outside, it's like
Disney,
the
Swissy.
architecture is really cool and everything. And so I go inside, and there's like girls doing little, like teenagers doing figure skating lessons,
yeah.
and they probably do hockey and stuff there.
Sure.
And it's just, it looks like you're in, like probably in Minnesota or something like that. And then they have a little cafe there, and it's called the Warm Puppy Cafe.
Oh, I love it.
So I got me a peppermint patty, which is
Yes.
just hot chocolate with a peppermint patty in it
Okay.
and everything. And then I was hungry, so I got a hot dog and a bag of chips, and they served it in a little Puppy Bowl
Oh
and
my
the Snoopy
God.
Bowl.
Yes, now K Monito has a new Snoopy Bowl.
Yes, yeah.
So
Yeah,
cute.
so that was super cool. And then
I love
so
it.
then I continue on, make my way back south to I keep on saying Santa Clara, but I was technically in San Jose. So making my way back there, and I turn on the radio. Who am I listening to?
Oh.
Lindsay Marie from
Yay.
Atlanta. She's on 107.7 The Bone in San Francisco.
I love it.
So I'm driving through wine country, listening to my friend Lindsay,
I
you know,
love
talking
it.
about the Super Bowl and stuff. So I was like, "Oh, is she gonna mention me? I don't know."
I saw
Yeah.
your guys' messages. I'm like, that's hilarious. Of
Yeah.
all the, of all the channels.
Yeah.
To get.
So I also go to where we went when we were in Sonoma, the Hansons
yeah.
Distillery.
I love Sonoma.
Yeah, so we went to this. It's a distillery by this Hanson family, and they
Yes,
actually
it's
spell
not
it,
it's not our family. I wish
Yeah.
it was.
but they actually spell it the right way. They
Yes.
spell it O-N instead of
Yes.
E-N. And so I
Right.
go in there, and there's nobody in there. Like, I mean, because they're
Gosh.
closing in like 45 minutes, and it was like
Oh.
a fucking Wednesday or something.
They're like, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Of course.
So I go in there, and I'm just chatting this lady up. She's chatting me up. They do custom cocktails, so I get one, and then I'm telling her, like, my last name's Hanson, and she's like, "Oh, well, we'll give you the family discount then." So she gives me
Ooh.
like 20%
Yes,
off. I get a bunch of
please.
merch. She gives me a bunch of playing cards to like throw it in with there. My second drink was free.
So cute.
Yeah.
Great family discount. Thank you for my hat. You brought me a lovely hat and a Hanson deck of cards, and I forget what else. Some stuff for your parents. We won't say.
Yeah. So that was super cool. But while I was there in California, I also hit all the breweries, of course. I
course.
went to Almanac that I think you and I went to.
Yeah.
And then there's this one that we missed that I didn't go to last time. I went to it. It's called Drake's Brewery, and they have skee ball and cornhole and darts and just great beers and everything. So, and then good food and stuff too. So me and my friend Angie went there, and we just played games and everything. And it's like you wouldn't even know it's there. There's like not a strip mall, but like there's a Walmart,
Oh,
and then
of course.
on the other corner there was like a Ross and a TJ Maxx and everything. That in between the corner is where you go into the brewery, and it's this huge area.
So
Yeah, it was
cool.
super cool.
Oh, I love it. And thanks to Angie, too, for keeping you alive and
Yeah.
being your partner in crime when I couldn't be there. So that's amazing.
Yeah. And then I went to Muir Woods that you and I went
nice,
to. You
yes.
see the big redwoods, and man, it's so cool. Like
Crazy.
that one where it has like the cross section of the tree, and it has like when the tree was born. And I mean, is that what you say? Like the tree was born?
Yeah.
I was trying to think of how I would say that, because it's like it's not really born, but it's not when it was
When it
planted. It was
started?
like when it
The growth.
germinated. I
Yeah,
don't know.
maybe it started its growth.
But it was
process.
909 AD, like
Oh my
the year
God.
900, and it shows like this is when the Aztec Empire started, and this is when the dwellings at Mesa Verde in Arizona were developed or built or whatever.
Yeah.
Declaration of Independence, Christopher Columbus, like all the
All
the
the
gold
things.
rush, and they're all way to the outside. It's
Those
like this
trees
tree.
have been there before it.
Yeah, before all that shit.
Can you imagine the people that want to like cut these down or dig or drill or do whatever the fuck they want to do? These trees are older than our whole existence.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
That's
They
what I post.
belong
I
here.
said they're older than empires. Like
Yes.
literally empires have fallen while this tree is one.
Touch those trees. Leave them there.
No. So we saw like a banana slug. Have you ever seen a banana slug?
Oh,
It looked
yeah.
like a dick. Like it was really, really fucking weird. Dick with eyeballs or something.
Everything's a dick.
I'm sorry about my coughing. I'm just trying to get over this cold.
I know. Poor thing.
Got any water in that thing?
Get another cough drop.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry. Got any
But
water?
it's funny. When I was in New Orleans for the Super Bowl, I'm walking down Bourbon Street, and I see this guy. I'm like, he looks so familiar. And it was some dude from Barstool Sports. He's not like the
Oh,
main guys or anything, but he's like one of the dudes that has like a sideshow. I
Yeah.
think his name was, I wrote it down, Brandon Walker.
Oh.
And so we're at Muir Woods this year, and I saw him, on Bourbon Street. We're at Muir Woods this year, walking through the woods, like an hour and a half from where we're staying, and there's fucking Brandon Walker walking down there again.
That's
And
so
I was like-
funny.
I was
Of
like-
all the times to like.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably in town for the Super Bowl every year, but it's just funny that I see the same guy every year.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
But I did learn some things there. Oh, it's funny when when we were leaving, there was a park ranger there that had a display with a bunch of different leaves and plants and stuff, and was talking all about him, telling people.
Cute.
And I go up and I tell her about I was like, what is this? Is this and she's like, yeah, that's a banana slug. And this one old lady goes, you're supposed to kiss it. It's good luck. And
no, thank you.
And I guess that's a thing. I mean,
Oh.
I don't know why you would, because it looks disgusting.
Well, do not kiss the banana slug.
But yeah, the park ranger goes, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't kiss things in the
Yeah.
woods that you don't know what they are.
Do not kiss things in the
Yeah.
woods. There's going to be like a epidemic of banana slugs now that everybody has lip poisoning and fungus. Or
Yeah,
something.
right. Yeah,
Oh my
I got
gosh.
the old banana slug herp.
Where would that even come from? Grandma, you say the weirdest things. Banana slugs are good luck.
Yeah.
Put it in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth. That's how they were teaching people BJs back in the day, I guess.
Just put it in your mouth.
Just put it in your
It'll be
mouth.
fine.
I know it's a little slimy and gross and has eyeballs, but you know.
That's why we practiced on the slug.
Yeah. But she told me something interesting. I don't know if you remember being there, but it's so quiet.
So
It's
quiet.
very quiet
You
and
could hear
peaceful.
a pin drop.
Yeah, there. And I was talking to my friends that we went that were on my team that went with us, and I was like, "Listen, you don't hear any birds, you don't see any squirrels or bugs or anything like that." And so I asked the lady on the way out, and I was like, well, "Why is it like this?" And she said the redwood wood is so hard and dense that bugs can't penetrate it, and the
Ooh.
same thing with birds; they can't like build like woodpeckers and stuff. They can't get into. I mean, there are some
Of course.
things there, but it's like it's very quiet.
Very
And that's why, because all of those trees are so hard that bugs and birds cannot penetrate them.
That makes sense because
Yeah.
I remember it being very quiet when we were there. You
Yeah.
could just hear the water.
Yeah. And then, so we went out with like some of our friends or some of my teammates, and we went to this brewery and we were playing games and pool and stuff. And then we're hungry, and they wanted Mexican food, because they're from, other parts of the country, and they're like,
Nice.
we want to get some good Mexican food. And I was like, oh, I saw this kind of food truck park, 'cause it's very similar to Mexico where
Yeah.
you're driving down the street in the neighborhoods, and there's just a guy on the side of the road serving up fucking tortas or tacos or some
Yummy.
pozole or something,
Ooh, love
just
it.
like little like taco stands,
yeah.
basically.
Oh yeah, little taco trucks.
And so I'm like, okay, let's go here. So we leave the brewery, walk over there to get something. I refused to get anything from there.
Oh.
Everything was so expensive. All the
Oh.
Mexican food there is it's California, so things are pricey
Of
or whatever.
course, of course.
But it was like $8 for an empanada.
Oh, for
Like,
one?
For one.
Oh,
And
I
and
hope
I
it was
saw them
big.
like down to $5. No, they're just like the same size as ours,
Oh.
$5 to $8. And these are the trucks. I was thinking, oh, if we go to a restaurant, it'll be expensive, but the trucks will be cheaper.
Yeah.
I
mean,
A torta was $19, and for
$15.
a comparison, a torta here in where we live in Mexico, which is not the cheapest place in Mexico,
No.
is $3.
Yeah.
So that's quite a bit different. So I was
quite a
like,
bit.
and I was looking around, I was like, oh, maybe I can just get this. And I was like, no, none of this I want. I do not want to spend $17 on a plate of Mexican food when I can get better Mexican food at home. I'm here for the non-Mexican food. I
Yeah,
want.
You're spoiled now.
So I went to Denny's and got chicken fingers.
Did you spend $17 on chicken fingers?
No, $9.99.
Oh, good.
And they were
Okay.
all mad at me. They were like, dude, I would have got that. And I was like, you guys wanted Mexican food. I told you I was ordering from Denny's.
They probably have Mexican food at Denny's.
Yeah, they probably do. Yeah, could have got cheaper there. So I went home and the next day I made enchiladas for everybody, and it was a lot cheaper.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh, yeah. Your enchiladas are so good. Your brother's recipe. So
Yeah, it sure is. But a funny thing happened. I did my beer chug, my second week beer chug at the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yes, it was amazing.
So I went to this area that we went. That was actually where we were when we went there a few years ago. Yeah, I was. You and I were sitting there, and we had all parked our cars, and it's a big lookout, and we're on the side of a cliff, kind of. And I see this dog come out, and I was like, "Oh shit, somebody's dog got out!" And then we're like, "Oh fuck, that's a coyote!"
Yeah.
And we saw like a coyote just chilling there.
It looked like a freaking wolf.
Yeah,
it was
it
like
did.
following that lady. I just remember this lady coming down. We're like, oh, she has her dog. That wasn't her dog. It was just following her. Like, we're like,
Yeah.
get away.
But you'll appreciate this because you often are there when I'm filming my beer chug. So there's these two lookout points, and one is the first one before you get to the actual end one where you can go up this cliff or this hill and see it from a great view. But the other one's a good view too. Nobody's there. So I pulled my car over there and I'm like getting set up, and it's windy as fuck. So I'm trying to like get my tripod to not tip over and everything.
Yeah.
And soon as like I'm about to do my beer chug, open the beer, take the pictures and everything, then like yeah, fucking coyote, damn it, Wiley. Like 2-3 other cars come, and it's like some influencers filming their videos, and then there's like some Asian people, and then there's some like Mexican people, and like they're all just taking pictures and stuff, and I'm like, all right, I gotta wait. So I sat there for like 45 minutes waiting for everybody to leave.
Oh my gosh.
Finally, it's just a couple little Asian families there, and then this one white guy with them. And so I start doing my chug. I get it done. I didn't like it. Luckily, I bought 2 cans, so I did it again.
Oh wow.
And then this one Japanese guy and the white guy come over to me and they say, hey, what are you drinking?
Oh.
And I was like, oh, it's this from this beer. And then he's like, oh, where are you from? And I'm thinking they're from there. And I was like, oh, I'm from Iowa, but, I came up from Mexico, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, wow. He's like, we're in town for a air conditioner convention.
Oh.
And he's like, we came from Japan. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, you beat me, And the Japanese guy with him didn't speak any English. So I'm assuming this guy lives abroad and, lives in Japan for this company and works there.
He's like the translator, chauffeur.
Yeah. So he's like, he wants to bring, the white guy pointing to the Japanese guy, he wants to bring some good IPAs back to Japan.
Ooh.
He's like, can you take a picture of the can? I was like, yeah, sure. So I hold it out, and then he's like, says something to him, and he goes, can he take a picture of you with it? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then he was like, what's your channel or whatever? So the Japanese guy started following me. So now I got this Japanese
All
guy
of Japan knows Beer Chugs and Harmony now. It's going to be like, do you remember the Friends episode with Joey? And he has in Japan like that lipstick or something. You're going to be over there like, hey, I'm Nate, drink beer.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, and I'll look like all anime or something, or I'll be in some K-pop video, like an AI guy.
Oh, Hello Kitty Nate. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God.
So
that would
cute.
be hilarious. Let's see. Oh, and when we were in rehearsals, our friend Dewey almost got in a fight with this guy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so...
Ooh.
When rehearsals, like normally for a while, we're sitting in the stands, like we could be sitting there 2-3 hours while they're rehearsing after we put the stage together, and we'll leave our stuff in the stands and then we'll go up to the bathroom or whatever. So Dewey was like coming down between these two aisles, and I guess this guy had left his bag in a chair, but it had fallen down to the floor. And he was like, hey, bro, he's like, you're stepping on my stuff. And he's like, I'm not stepping on your stuff. I stepped over your stuff. He's like, no, you touched it. And he's like, dude, I don't know what to tell you. I didn't touch your stuff. And he was like, starts giving him, this guy starts stepping up to him. This dude turned so red. Dewey's a black guy, so I don't know if Dewey's turning red, but the white guy definitely was. And he's like getting all flustered and stuff. And he's like, what a motherfucker. And he starts talking shit to him. I think he was trying, like, he was really scared, actually, because actually later a friend on this guy's team told us that. He's like, yeah, he was actually really afraid, and he was just trying to, like, act tough to, like, scare him away or whatever.
Why do you have to do it? He wasn't going through your bag. He stepped over your bag. Why is your bag on the floor?
Yeah, and so Dewey goes, hey, man, I don't got any problems with you. But if you want to come to my hotel later, maybe we can work it out.
Oh, my God.
Basically, saying like, hey, you want to fucking fight later or whatever. But so then he runs and tattles to like one of our bosses or whatever. And
He's threatening me. You're the one that got upset. Move your bag. Keep track of your things and keep them away from people if you think someone's going to step on it.
Oh, what's in your water?
Aloe and coconut water.
It's like, how does water sour?
I know. It's good.
Yeah. So yeah, I was like, but like everything.
Now I'm infected.
Yeah. Sorry. But then we went into San Francisco one of the days and did like the touristy stuff, and I really wanted to go because the Pliny the Elder beer that I was talking about, there's actually a rarer one that they've made in like maybe the last 10 years, and it's called Pliny the Younger. And these are two Roman like philosopher, or I can't remember if they're Roman or Greek, but they're philosophers, I think.
I'll say Greek.
Yeah, probably. And so they only release it once a year, and it's actually around this time. I think it's coming up this weekend.
Oh, wow.
They release in bottles. You got to stand in line. You can only buy 2 bottles, and whatever.
Gosh.
I see there's this craft beer bar that's famous in San Francisco. What was it called? Toronado. And they have it on tap all week for San Francisco Beer Week. I mean, I couldn't get a bottle to go, but I was like, I got to go try this beer. And it's a triple IPA, 10%.
Wow.
So I go there and I get 2 little glasses of it. They're cash only.
Oh my God.
They're $6 each. I get 2 of them, and I'm sitting there and I drink one and I'm starting to drink the other one. And then I hear Pliny the Younger's tapped, or like kicked or whatever, like they ran out. So I got to try 2 of them, and it was so good. For 10%, it was super smooth. Like it was almost like a kind of a wine, the grape flavor or whatever. But yeah,
like a little vino,
like a white wine kind of thing. Yeah.
And it was cheaper than your potential Mexican food truck cart.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like what the fuck, yeah. But it was also funny. We're walking around, Fisherman's Wharf down there. If anybody's been to San Francisco, that's down where they're like kind of like there's the sea lions and Pier 39 and like kind of all the touristy stuff. And then like I'd done it before, but it's like, hey, I'm here for 2 weeks. I'm going to do it for one day.
Yeah.
And so this is also where they had all the activations for the Super Bowl. And Lay's always comes out with new flavors of chips. And this year, what was it? I think they were over there. It's like all dressed or something. What is all dressed?
I think it means like
Maybe. I don't know. It's yeah. There you go. All dressed. And you hold them up. What's the other one?
All dressed, and then bacon grilled cheese, flavored with natural flavors, with other natural flavors.
Yeah,
it says.
natural bacon grilled cheese.
I don't know.
But yeah, so they're
cute.
Yeah, they're good.
Little packaging.
So they always come out with some new chips, and then they just give them to people because they're trying to, there's a lot of people in town, so they want people to try the new flavors.
Yeah.
And
this one's all dressed because it's got sweet, savory, and tangy flavors.
Ooh,
so
okay.
all 3 in 1.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
haven't
well,
eaten them
they're
yet.
good. But so I had my rental car. We drive down there to Fisherman's Wharf. We park in just a meter or whatever. And there's like the Lay's chip guys, and they have these little Lay's bicycles that they ride around with a backpack. And there's lots of stuff. There's like Red Bull guys, and there's
chips.
different drinks. I tried like a probiotic soda.
Wow.
And then
Good for you.
and it's not kombucha. What's the other thing that starts? It's like a K. It's like kefir. It's like K.
Oh, yeah, the milk.
Yeah, yeah.
Kefir.
Yeah, but it was a drink. It was like a seltzer that was made with that.
Oh,
And it
wow.
says it's made from, it was like invented in Mexico or something. I don't know. But
It's supposed to be really good, like protein
yeah,
milk or something.
it was like
from
one was a
it.
prebiotic, one was a probiotic.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, so
Wow.
so there's lots of people walking around with those things. And the guy, so we get, we're sitting there with our, trying to, put money in the meter. And the guy's like, hey, you want some chips and try these new flavors? I was like, yeah, sure.
Okay.
And then my friend Angie goes, oh, we can put them in the car. And he goes, you got a car? And I was like, yeah, it's right here. Like we were standing right next to it. And he goes, open your trunk. I open my trunk. He dumps his whole bag of chips, like 20, 30 fucking bags of these old chips
my
into my trunk. And he
God.
goes, all right, see you later. It's like he probably just had to give them out and then he was done with work or something.
He's like, these guys know some people. They're going to, disperse them properly.
We did. We gave them to homeless guys
Oh,
and like,
good.
people that were, around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and then we took them to practice. So we had some snacks and everything for the
great.
team. So
Aw.
yeah, it was super cool. But what else did we do? I got what was it called? Is it boudins or something? They
yeah.
have the clam chowder, sourdough bread
yeah.
bowls.
Ugh.
Angie and I got one of those.
So good.
We didn't go to Alcatraz just because we didn't have enough time. It's like kind of it takes a couple hours
Yeah.
if you want to see the whole
And
thing.
if it was already windy, I remember us going and it was so windy.
Yeah. We went to Chinatown because somebody recommended this restaurant. It's been there since 1919,
Wow.
like forever.
Wow.
And then on the flyer that they had posted in the Facebook group, it said free parking or 2 hours. What's it called? Parking validation.
Yeah.
If you spend over $30.
Oh.
So we go there.
Easy.
Yeah. And everybody, like, we're walking down the street and it's, Chinese are salespealpeople. They're like, hey, come in here. We got this. Like everybody's like kind of like
Oh, yeah.
coming after us, trying to get us to come to the restaurant.
You're like, I live in Mexico. I already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
gracias.
No, yeah. So I go into, so we're like, yeah, we want to come into this one. And they're like, oh yeah. So like they have like kind of people outside that like Mexico trying to get you to come in.
Yeah.
Then when you come in, they hand you off to a different person or whatever. So they get us in. We order. It was like $28 a person to get like all these different things like bows and different pot stickers and different,
All our favorites.
yeah, chow mein or something. I don't know what it is,
Oh,
but
man.
lots of good stuff. And so we end up spending, after drinks and everything, it was like $80. So I go to the guy checking us out and I go, hey, can I get my parking validated? He looks at me, he's like, oh, let me go ask somebody. And then comes back and he goes, no, we don't do that anymore.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, okay, well, it's on this flyer. And he's like, no, we don't do that. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's an old flyer or something. They don't do it anymore. Then we go downstairs, and the girl that's at the front counter, we ask her, and we go, hey, do you validate parking? And they go, oh, I don't know anything about that. Like they were so friendly when we walked in there, but after they had already gotten our money, they were like not as helpful. And so there's a bunch of business cards on the little counter there, and I pick it up and I turn it over, and I go, it says right on your business card right here, validated parking 2 hours. And then they go, yeah, we don't do that anymore. And it was just like, oh, okay, I'll leave a review.
Yeah.
So we left
I don't love that answer, and other people
yeah,
won't
and
either.
it wasn't much. I mean, it was like $8 or something, but it's like,
But that's how you got us in
Yeah,
here.
right? Yeah.
You should have asked first. Be like, you validate, right? They would have been like, no. I'd be like, well, fuck you.
yeah. So then we go to
Shame.
that Chinese fortune cookie place where they
yeah.
make the fortune cookies, which was super interesting. Like
So
they're
cute.
these little like round wafers basically, and then they're hot when they come out, and there's a lady that's going boom boom boom, and she's putting in this thing that crunches them, and she puts in the little fortune. And you can write your own. So it said custom fortune, so I'm thinking like they'll type it out and print it out. They just give you a piece of paper and you write your fortune on it.
What if you have terrible handwriting? You know,
I do.
Could you write it for me?
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Yeah,
so you got me when it's so cute. I could definitely tell you wrote it.
Yeah, sorry.
It's so cute.
Yeah, so I got one for you and one for my mom.
Yeah.
But pro tip, if you guys ever go to this place, I'll have to look up what it's called, or shoot me a message if you're interested. Since we put it in the little Chinese box before, like right out of the she put the thing in, then folded it all up. It's hot, so it wasn't completely like crunchy. It was kind of like chewy, not chewy, but you know what
bendy.
I mean. Bendy, yeah. So yeah, maybe leave the thing open.
But it was nice because you were like, open it. There's a surprise inside, and I kind of like just pulled it apart. I didn't want to break it and eat it because I'm like, no, this is a present. You got it for me to pull out the fortune, and I just put the fortune back. So it was nice, and he'll get hard one day.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, just leave it out, let it get stale.
Yes.
But then we saw the painted ladies, which are those. The kind of the full house houses that are all different colors in that park.
So cute.
We went to the Buena Vista, which is where they used to claim that they were where the Irish coffee was invented.
Oh yeah.
But now they just say it's where it was brought to the United States. So it was the first place that they kind of like invented it in the U.S., but it was obviously in Ireland.
Oh yeah.
But you remember when we went there, it's like old school bar. They have like 50 of them laying in the bar, and they're just going, dumping the coffee and all the stuff in there. It is $16 for one. I don't remember what it was like when we went 5 or 6 years ago.
$16 because we each got one. I think we had a lot of those because it was chilly when we went.
Yeah. So I know, right? Well, and it's a famous place and whatever. But so Angie and I split one. I was like, I don't even need a full one because caffeine kind of fucks me up.
Was it at least like big, or is it just a normal?
No, it's like those little weird glasses or whatever.
Fuck, $16.
Yeah, but we split it, so I just paid $8. But whatever. But yeah, so that's definitely worth going to. But say what you will about California. I know a lot of people have political opinions and stuff about California, but I will say just from driving and experiencing, the area I was, and this is my opinion and my experience, it is just the most beautiful state. The people were super friendly. Nobody was walking in front of me like, here, like people are always crossing right in front of me or almost hitting me with a car or whatever. Everybody was super friendly. There's mountains and the ocean and the wine country, and like I saw fucking sea lions just wild on the side of the beach that I was there. It's just like there's fresh food, fresh food and different cultures of food, and what else, like the fruits and just everything. Like there's so much there, and it's such a big diverse state. I would say whatever your opinion is, go check it out. It's just like it's such a cool place.
I know you were sending me messages like, I love California. I wish we lived here.
Yeah,
like, we have to come back and visit.
I know it's expensive, but also if you live in one of the cities where it's expensive, you make a lot more. A job you might have in the Midwest, you make a lot more, and it's still expensive. But I get it. But it's expensive for a reason. It's a good place. Everyone
could just be paid a healthy living wage, then we all could afford all these things that they're jacking up.
Yeah, and we only went to San Francisco one day, and I'm not a giant fan of the San Francisco area just because the traffic is so congested and everything like that. But everybody I at one point I just look and I'm like, people always talk shit about this city, but I'm driving through here and there's people sitting outside at coffee shops with their friends talking. There's families in the parks just sitting outside like eating, and their little kids are running around, and there's art and beautiful architecture and museums and stuff, and it's just like a very cool cultural place. I don't know if I could live there, but it's definitely worth visiting. And I remember last time we went there, maybe 6 years ago, there was a lot of homeless people there. Let's be real. There was.
Well, certain areas.
Yeah, and I'm sure there still is in certain areas, but I will say the entire 2 weeks that I was there, I maybe saw 3 or 4 homeless people.
Oh wow!
Like I remember there used to be those camps, and like I said, they're probably still there in certain areas, but I wasn't seeing that.
I think they moved them. Didn't they start doing that?
Maybe,
the hotels, like the abandoned kind of hotels, they're trying to get them like small.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know, but I never was like we were before, like, oh, like we're like stepping over people and stuff. Like it didn't feel
like Skid Row or something?
Oh, that's in LA.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the only place I remember when we went to California, like all the homeless people like there, like the camps.
Yeah.
Actually.
Well, I remember when we were in San Jose, or we were in in San Francisco going to San Jose and
Yeah.
the train station, and there were a lot of people on the streets
the
and
train-
stuff,
train
but
stations
I
are
did
like
not
little
see that this time. So
That's
I don't
great.
know.
Did you take the train at all? Did you take the bullet or the baby bullet?
I didn't because I had a car,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
true.
and if I took it there, then I would still have to like take
Get
taxis
around.
or Ubers to get around. It was just
Sure.
easier to take the car. So yeah, so it was a good time. It was a good, you know, really cool. And also driving around, we really noticed on the highways when we were driving to the stadium and stuff, the cars, it wasn't super congested, and when it wasn't like in Atlanta where it's like there's a fucking accident on the side of the road and people are cutting each other off. Everybody's just like, it's like everybody's high.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
they're all just like,
Maybe.
hey, what's up, man? Oh, I'm gonna get over here. Okay, cool. I'll let you. You know, it's just, it was very slow and low. It
I
was
do
like nice.
remember us driving. Again, when we went, and I don't remember which portion of the trip we were driving, but everyone was going fast, but not up each other's butt.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like not
exactly.
the aggressive driving. Everyone was going the same space, staying away from each other, going pretty fast, and it was just lovely. I was like, this was the least stressful place to drive.
Yeah. So after the Super Bowl and everything was done, it was time to pack up the next day and drive back to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Los Angeles. I would say Los Angeles, like Las Vegas. It's Los
Oh, that's
Los
right.
Angeles.
Yeah. Los Angeles.
But yeah, so drove back the next morning. I didn't take the Pacific Coast Highway. I decided to just drive through and they told me don't do that. You know, make sure you take the 101. Don't take the 5 or whatever. I took the 5.
Oh.
It was an hour shorter.
Oh.
And I still saw crazy stuff. I drove through all this area. I wish I could have brought stuff back. There were so many like, I don't know what you call them, like orchards or whatever,
yeah.
like places that you could just pull off the side of the road and get strawberries and cherries and every kind of fruit you could think of. Garlic. They had these like woven or like braided garlic things that you could get. Like it
Wow.
was just like tons of stuff. But there was still like cool, not mountains, but just like rolling hills and yeah, it was
Beautiful.
just beautiful.
All
Yeah.
your pictures and videos look amazing.
Yeah.
They look fake.
Yeah. But when I was leaving, all of my teammates started crying. I mean, not just for me probably,
Yeah.
but just that we're all
It's
leaving
over.
each other. And then we said goodbye, and then I went outside, and then they came outside. They were like, "We wanted to see if you were still here," and so we all hugged again, and then I
Aw,
left. So
so cute. I love it. You spend some quality time, like you were saying last episode. You're with these people for 2 weeks. You only see them once a year, maybe, unless you guys, get together here and there.
yeah,
But you're without your phones a lot of the time. You're learning a lot more about each other.
yeah,
So.
yeah. You really become connected with these people totally.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then when I got back to LA, I met up with Prince, dropped off my car, and then he and I kind of drove around, and I ended up staying at a hotel down by the airport because.
Smart.
For where he's from, my flight was at 10 in the morning the next day, so that's rush hour, and I didn't want to do all that.
No.
So we went to this like really cool market that had all these different food places, like pizza places and Mexican food places, whatever. And then they had the Golden Road Brewery in there, so we got some beers there.
Of
We went to
course.
this like rare bookstore that used to be a bank, and it was
Oh,
just like it was
wow.
it was a good like cool. I went down there and like there's Japantown and Chinatown in there in LA as well. I drove by
So
Dodger
cool.
Stadium. Like it was just cool to see, like things that you always hear about. I don't spend a lot of time in California. So,
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
But the thing that fucking pissed me off
Oh.
was the next morning when I went down to check out.
Mhm.
They had like the front desk, and they have like kind of the what do you call those little not turnstile.
Like the lines. Like
Yeah, like the
ropes.
the ropes that like they stretch out.
Oh
And,
yeah.
whatever you
I
call
don't
them.
even know what they're going.
Like
yeah.
if you're in an amusement park line and they go back, where they're
Yeah.
temporary. So they have one of those going back and forth. And I go to check out, and there's nobody there at the counter. And I look in, from the side. I didn't go through the line, and so there's nobody there. So I turn around, and another guy goes through the thing, and he's sitting at the front, and then somebody comes out, and so I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here because I had my backpack and a bag and my suitcase and everything, and I'm like, I'm on the side. This is the only guy there. I'm just gonna let him go.
Yeah.
And so he goes up and gets help or whatever. And then while I'm sitting there, she goes, "You have to go into the line," and after he gets done. And then there's another guy that came there, and I was like, "Yeah, I know, but I just didn't want to like have to bring my stuff through all there." And she's like, "You got to get in the line." And the other guy was like, "You can go ahead."
Oh.
And I was like, "Okay, thank you." And she goes, "No, you have to get in the line." Made me go, and I was like, I didn't want to wheel all my fucking shit through the thing or whatever.
Yeah.
So I do that, and I go back and forth, and then I get to the front there, and she gets done with the other guy, and she goes, "Are you checking out?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "You can just put your key in that bin over there." was like, you motherfucker, you could have
Did you
just
say
told
that
me.
to her? Be like, are you fucking with me
Nah,
on purpose?
I didn't want her. Like, there was a deposit, and I didn't want her to
Yeah.
fuck with me, so I didn't say anything. But I was like, bastard.
She's lucky I wasn't
Yeah,
there.
she was the
I would've
only rude person I met in
been- I
California.
would have been like, bitch, what'd you just do?
Yeah, so should we do an Airbnb horror story, or should we hang on?
Maybe we hang on to it.
Okay,
I don't
cool.
know.
All right, you got a bunch from when I was gone, so
True.
we'll get to that later.
Yes.
So, all right. Well, as usual, buymeacoffee.com/Hansons on hiatus. You can buy some virtual beers. Hansonsonhiatus.com. You can check out the links to the merch shop. We got the links to the podcast. You can become a monthly fucky supporter there.
Please do.
All the things there. I think we have some stories next week that happened this week about Carnival, and you know, we have our big charity event coming up this weekend. So we'll have some good stuff next week. So thank you for listening. As usual, like, follow, share, subscribe, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, iTunes, YouTube Music at Hansons on Hiatus. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Happy Friday, fuckers.
Happy Friday, fuckies.
That's it. Thanks for listening. Goodbye for now. Bye.